everyone, welcome to this first episode of Let's Play Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is the Yellow Chili, and we just finished episode 1, where we got our O2 condenser down and the portable constructor, and we're just making a hover vessel starter and some parts for it. And however, we were about to be a little productive. Now, since we are equipped with a suit, we also have a suit light, which comes in really handy when you want to do stuff during the night. So we're just gonna start drilling this stuff that's around us, just because, well, we can. Alright, we always need more plant fibers because we need more fuel. It would be nice having a hover vessel with a built-in constructor, but I do not think you can make a HV constructor in a portable constructor, which is the one we have right now. So we're probably going to have to stick to the portable constructor for a while to make more fuel. Right, you could potentially, that is for... If you're not gonna wanna start out like this and have to gather everything and have to build a vessel from scratch, you can later on obviously save your vessels, but you can also load them into the so-called factory. You can access the factory by pressing not F5, sorry, I misclicked that. You can access the factory by pressing going to the menu and then going to the factory up here, which is this symbol, and you can see I have a lot of vessels saved here. Also a HV with even a wood harvester at the front. Now we're not going to do this right now because I want to show you how to assemble a hover vessel from scratch. Also, this one doesn't look very good. I'm not a very creative person. I usually take a long while to make stuff look good. So also for now, since it's going to be a basic tutorial, we're going to say form follows function. So we're going to make it work and then try if we can make it look good, not the other way around. As I said, the HV is still the priority, and well, we do want to have it in this episode, and we do want to start exploring. We might even move towards the east, because this is where the sun rises, and the sun just set here, so moving towards the east will make the night a lot shorter, so we have daylight too. The heck? Oh. That's a creature that will not attack you. There are creatures that will attack you, but that one won't, so we don't have to fear anything from it. We just got some more iron. That's nice because we didn't pick up that much iron. And there's more here. But I think I still think silicon is going to be our top priority regarding resources. So we'll keep an eye open. All right. We'll add all this ore to the constructor. And also this stuff, and we're gonna start making food. Because why are we processing this food? Why aren't we just leaving it in here? If you hover over these icons in here, it'll tell you what it is, and it'll tell you it has a perish time. Fruit, for example, has a perish time of 23. That means after 23 minutes, if not refrigerated, it will go bad. That's why you have to process food and later on refrigerate it. Now, food has, there's different perish times for everything you have. These have 30, this is 16, and this is also 16. We're just going to make more meat. We can't actually make 40, but as I explained earlier, I just usually queue up a lot. So the constructor will start working on this until it can't make any. We're going to put all these things we made to the toolbar because we want to try and assemble this thing. Let's find an even ground for this. How about here? I think this isn't too bad. We could also remove the plants here and make this a little more even, but I don't think we're doing more damage than we're improving the situation. So let's Let's just put this down here. This is the starter. You just want to put it down right where you are, and you can see an arrow here. This means that is the front. This is important because if you go to map view now, you can't see anything because I set a waypoint. But on the map, there will be a certain direction that this vessel points, so you know which way you're facing. If you now attach the cockpit, which you can just select by selecting it from the toolbar, you can also turn it. You could attach it the wrong way around, but you don't want to do this because it will mess up your bearings. I think we're going to go with something sleekish. I don't know if we can make container controllers with this thing. I kind of doubt it. No, we cannot. What we do want to do is, or do want to get, is 4 hover engines. I hope we can make those. And we're going to get the food, put it to the toolbar, and eat it quite soon because we're running a little low again. Alright. We're going to do this. As I said, we cannot attach a container controller, but we're definitely going to want to do this later on, so we're going to remove these blocks. The sad thing about this is the survival tool is not capable of removing and putting it into your inventory. It can only salvage. But since we are not planning on building any more blocks, this isn't too bad. I think we're gonna just put this here. This is the fuel tank. We're gonna put the generator here. And what else do we have? Oh, we have the hover engines. Oh, we're definitely going to need some cargo boxes, which we can make. Now, as you can see, some stuff is still locked here. That means you have to unlock it in the tech tree, as it says down at the bottom. The tech tree you can also find from the menu that you access via tab, and then you go to tech tree. We are trying to make parts for a hover vessel, so you can select from a variety of things you can make. We definitely want cargo boxes, and we're also going to want a fridge. You have a certain number of unlock points here, and it will tell you how many you need to unlock a certain thing. We're going to save these just in case we need to unlock something else. I'm not too sure about this though. We don't need weapons right now. We're probably not going to want an RCS, and we're not going to need thrusters because these ground repulsor engines, they provide limited directional thrust. Alright, anyways, let's now attach the cockpit to this. I think we're going to want it like this. Yeah. Alright, and this way we will be able to put the oxygen tank down here. And then we can put 2 hover engines down there, and 2 up front. And, oh yeah, we'll see if we can make a fridge here. We cannot, that is very sad. Okay, so we have the hover engines. We're going to make 2 cargo boxes, so we can fit all our stuff in there. You can also unlock passenger seats. Now in single player this isn't too important, but in multiplayer it definitely is, because especially when you start the game with someone else, you don't need 2 HVs in the early game, so you might want to add a passenger seat. This is an open passenger seat. There's also an enclosed passenger seat if you don't feel like making too much of a hassle with this vessel. You can just put down 1 block that is a passenger seat, and somebody can just have a seat in there. Let's just pick that. We just reached level 4, which means more unlock points. I think we're going to want to put those there. We might want to remove them later. Alright, well, this is a hover vessel. We just completed it. This is all we need, I believe. I don't think we can make much more stuff that we need right now. No, we cannot. But first of all, we're going to remove all of this. We can replenish our oxygen. And we're going to let this guy finish because right here you can see was it was using the biofuels that we put in here. And the last one that it used was just about to run out, and now it ran out and it didn't start using another one, so we can just pick it up, pressing the left shift and F key. Alright, this guy, we're just going to pick up everything. I hope we can actually do that. Yes, we can. So we're going to pick this up. And I think we're going to put some stuff in here. No, let's not do that. Let's put this on the other side because we're going to want to balance our weight a little bit. Alright. And now this is the fuel tank, so let's put all this in here. You can turn it on by pressing the Y button or by pressing P. And then you will get to this general menu, which will offer a variety of settings. We could also fill up oxygen. We can take half of this for now. It almost filled it up completely. And that means we can turn on oxygen in here. And we now don't have to worry about refilling our suit. If you are not, if you do not like the angle of this, you can press up or down key, and then it'll yeah, move the picture up or down. The camera. Sorry. All right. You can press Alt to increase the hover height, and you can just steer it. Strafe left and right is the A and D keys. W and S is forward and back, and the arrow keys are turning. You can also turn up or down. This is only important if you want to go uphill, downhill, or in the water. Oh man, these are big creatures, and I think they will attack if provoked, which we just did. So we're just going to move past it. That's too bad. There's silicon there. Right, but still. Oh, there's copper. We don't need that right now. We're gonna see. We're moving eastward. That's very nice. And as you guys can see down here, there's Xerix territory. The Xerix are a hostile faction. At least in the beginning, they're hostile. You can make them friendly with you, but it takes a lot of effort. And in most cases I stayed hostile with them for the entire game, which is also nice because they have nice buildings that you can loot. The only thing that gets a little more difficult is the fact that they control a lot of planets, and they have a lot of stations. They have a lot of buildings near important resources. So that is gonna that's gonna make things a little more difficult sometimes. All right, see now it's whoops. All right, I need to learn how to drive, I guess. You can also change view by pressing the V key, and then Alt will unlock the camera as usual. And now, whoops, we can just continue this way. What the heck is that? Whoa! Nice. Well, we don't need an SV, we can just jump into space. Unknown Helix. This is a really nice POI if you have an SV, because it has a very, very cool loot at the top. However, I believe if we attempt to go up there right now, some so-called alien nightmares will spawn. Let's see if we can make them spawn here. Oop. This is bad. Don't want them to attack. Yeah, and it's also very tedious going up there, and we probably couldn't carry this stuff. So we're not going to do that. And there's a crashed cockpit. That's not too bad. If you do not know this, you can make buildings. What? Broken radar, even better. You can make these POIs your base. You can just put a core in them, and then they will become your base, which is quite nice. And I think we're going to do that with the crashed cockpit because it offers some shelter at the very least. It also has a solar panel, which means it will provide for some power right from the start. We don't even have to make that. And let's check it out, right? Oh, and we should definitely eat our stuff, at least some of it. Whoa, this has an oxygen tank, it has a solar capacitor, this is just great. The only thing it doesn't have is an entrance. Oh, it's up here, great. So we can open this door, it has a bed, that is very nice, so we can sleep at night. We could also... bed is a type of furniture, and that means that you can remove it, and you can make it into something else. For example, a shower if you have a planet that's radiated. You can make it a toilet if you get an indigestion from food. And this is usually supposed to be accessible, I believe, but it isn't. So this is just deco right now. Alright, and I just discovered this thing has a core. Now, if you encounter a POI like this one, and it has a core, and you aim at the core, it should say Core Public Faction. If that is the case, you can just press the P button, and up here you see Crashed Cockpit, this is the name of the POI, and you see Faction. It says Public. If you set this to Private, it'll be your own. Alright, we now have a base. And we didn't even have to put too much effort into this. This is great. I think we're going to keep this. As we don't have an HV with a constructor, we'll just keep this as a base to build a more advanced HV or even an SV, so we can take better advantage of the all the possibilities this large planet has. This is really quite large. Alright, so this is now ours. If you press P and go to statistics, you can see that solar output is working. There's an average output of 25, and there is a current output of only 6. Well, why is this the case? It's night, and there's only a little light available, except for our flashlight that we could also turn off so you see how dark it is. So, this will cause the capacitor, which is here called the battery, to gain capacity, which is really nice because solar energy on this planet will work like a charm. At least I hope it will. And there's grow plots here. We could even make our own plants. And there's a grow light up here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the main panel. We're gonna set everything to off. Although it's not gonna stay off because some things just don't exist. Like the shield and turrets and weapons, we don't have that. But that is fine. Whoops, I just dropped down. There's another E02 tank, but this one's much larger than the one in our vessel, so we're not even going to attempt to fill it up right now. We will, however, put down this guy again. Oh, we don't have any plant fibers. We do have. We don't have any biofuel anymore, so we're just going to make more. And I think we're going to look for those plants right about now because we desperately need more fuel. So we're going to go back to where we were because this was a slightly greener biome. Oh, here it starts. See? There's plants. And for those of you who were who thought the motorcycle was fast, well, this is much faster. And now I'm just realizing what I forgot to add to this hover vessel, which is a light, because I cannot see anything. Let's just hope we run into there's plant fibers here a lot, actually. I'm going to take those. We're going to turn the light on again, just in case, you know, you don't want any nasty surprises, not in the dark. There are creatures that only spawn in the dark, and they probably wouldn't kill us because we could still run away, but they would cause a bit of a distraction, and I really don't want that right now. Well, this is a real tree, right? I think it is. Let's go to defense mode. Yeah, pointing this at the tree will sort of make a cutting down noise. So we're going to try to cut it down. And we did, and it says 4 wood logs. Now, wood logs provide you with plant protein as well. Was that an animal, or was it just like a glitch? Okay, there was nothing. Good. However, you get more wood from it and more plant fibers in the end, but you don't get as much XP because picking one plant gives you 100, cutting down the tree only gives you 50. So it's still worth picking up those fiber plants. Alright, that gave us 3. I think we're good on wood now. Oh yeah, this isn't true anymore. By the way, this is the map view. See, now we're getting attacked by an alien insect, I believe. I will show you the map functions a little later. I'm just going to set this waypoint now for our home base. And I will show you in a bit how to make waypoints and how to remove them. Because I would like to get to safety first. Alright, here we are. Is there anyone around? No. Good. So, you can either right-click a certain location, or POI even, to make it a waypoint. If you click a POI, it'll suggest a name for that, unknown helix, which doesn't quite fit, so it's unknown heli. You can choose show on HUD, which will show it on the HUD like this one. Up here you can see crashed cockpit, this is show on HUD. And up there it's portable constructor. Now if we click this with the right mouse button and disable show on HUD, you'll see that it's gone now. And there's the other option, show it on HUD but don't make it a waypoint. It's now white, and it's also white here. I guess right now this only adds for some, so you can distinguish between them. You can also select this option, remove on approach. It means once you get close to it, the waypoint will be taken off your map, which is really handy if you just want directions once, if you just want to get somewhere. Sometimes I leave my ship in orbit later on, capital vessel that will never touch ground. I leave it in orbit and then I set this waypoint so I can find it again, but I'm not going to want this waypoint to be there when I return to the planet, to this orbit. So right now we're going to press remove and it's gone. We're going to keep this so we can find our way back at all times. And it's good that we went eastwards because it's getting light again. That's quite nice. Let's eat this food. No, let's not eat it. Let's check how long it has. It's still 10 minutes. This is always real-time minutes. So we can wait a little longer because it gives us 100 food. And we still have 431 out of 500. So some would be wasted and we don't want that. We're going to make 3 additional biofuels. We're going to put our stuff in here. I keep hearing things. Is it just me, or is there something here? Could be the music. Weird. Anyways, I'm not gonna bore you with my inability to distinguish music from game sound. We're gonna put this in here too. And right now, I think what we should get started on is more solar panels, at least 3, and also a small constructor for the base. Now, let's unlock that. We have to go to base here, and then say small constructor. By double-clicking, you unlock. We have 32 points left, and that required 5. I would like to check whether we can unlock large solar panels. We can, but we can only make them in a large or advanced constructor, so this is not a priority right now. We do want a advanced constructor at some point, but we can't do that right now. So I'm thinking this really doesn't make sense. Like, you can unlock them at level 5, but you can't make them because you can't make the thing required to make it at level 5. So we're just gonna unlock them, excuse me, and then see if sometimes the display is wrong, but I'm quite sure this one is right. You can't make them in a small constructor. We'll still make it, and I am still debating on whether we're going to place it outside or inside. Right now I'm thinking it should probably be outside because we don't have a lot of room inside, and it's only going to be a temporary base. So the sun rises on that side, and the solar panel is exactly on the other side. So I wonder who built this. He must have been blind or something. Let's see if we can make a multi-tool. We can even make multi-charges. Now the only problem is we cannot find any promethium. At least I don't think we can. Is there another container in here, maybe? It'd be really nice finding 1 or 2 promethium multi-charges. No, I don't think there is. That's sad. The broken radar doesn't have any either, I believe. So we're gonna have to go around looting some more POIs. But let's first check this guy for... I never enabled this. Screw me. Alright. The small constructor is almost done. And I'm thinking we might want to get another capacitor so we can store more energy. It could be a waste, though, because we're not going to leave this base alone for too long, and once we start leaving it alone for long, we might as well build it. Sorry guys, I talk too fast. We might as well build another base, or a new one. Alright, this is done. We can pick it up. And we're going to select it from the toolbar, and yeah, probably just put it down right here. Now, is there a... We don't have a container in here, so that's what we need next. For the base, we need to unlock containers, which is right here. So let's make a container for our base. Selecting this up here will display either all versions, only the base, CV, SV, or HV versions. Just like a sort function for the menu. I don't want to leave this exposed, at least not now. Can we place this in here? Yeah, we can. Good. Let's leave it here. Alright, this now means we can remove everything from this constructor except for this, because the constructor will continue making biofuel in numbers. We're gonna put this in here. You can select the container by just clicking F. But there's another way of being able to access a container, which I'll show you in a second. Oh, there goes the timer. I will still show you how to access the container, and we're going to start working on solar panels. First of all, you need to set this constructor for the cargo box. Now it has the cargo box as input and output. And now we can see if we can build anything. See, we can actually build the regular solar panels here, so the game was lying to us. We're going to do this right about now. Is it doing anything? Oh, I think it needs to craft some basic... yeah, because we don't have silicon ingots and iron. Oh no, the base is probably not turned on. We don't have enough power. That sucks a little bit. Alright, we might want to get a generator to get this running. I'm not sure if we can gather enough energy. We probably can, yeah, we can. Because power output is 5, consumption is 0 because the base is turned off, I believe. We can try turning it on. Power is on. Turn this on. Yes, here we go. And since we don't have a fridge right now, a power outage is not going to be a problem. Okay, guys, we got this running. If you want to access a container that you cannot see, we don't have any oxygen. Shoot. Jesus, why is there so much stuff coming at me at the end of the episode? Alright, if you want to access a container in a base or POI that you cannot see, you press the P button. And you can either go to Devices and select the container from the list of devices here, and then press Access, or you can just go to this, which is the Logistics. This will have you on the left, which you can change to Crash Cockpit, which is our base right now. And it has something on the right. Right now this is Crash Cockpit, you can change that to something else. You could also select an HV or an SV, and this way you can also move stuff between two things other than yourself, which is really handy. And this way you can also access stuff that's not visible. So we're going to turn this off. We're going to turn off the base and leave it to that. Guys, thanks for watching. If you like this, if you like the episode, if you liked the whole series, please like, subscribe, share the video, leave comments. I'll appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.